Alright, we are going to start very soon. I just need to finish my seeding job, and we will be on our way. And I think it looks good, so... let's have some fun with it. What's up, Ilya Lost? Not until I say... Okay, so we got 17 people today. Ilya from Dragalia Ross? Yo, I used to be the biggest Dragalia Lost streamer. Trust me. I used to play so much Dragalia Lost. I was in there from day 1 to EOS. Unironically. Now I'm gonna choose my stream matches with extreme prejudice. Let's have some fun today. Yo, 10,000 points to Gryffindor if you know what the song is, by the way. 10,000 points. You've never heard of Dragalia Lost? It's a mobile game that was a collaboration between Nintendo and Side Games that started in like 2017 and then EOS'd 2 years ago. It had some really cool designs, has some really unique gameplay, and yeah, it died because of bad financial decisions from Side Games and Nintendo, and they shut down the servers and you can't play it. Meanwhile, Fire Emblem Heroes is still running. Can you believe that? Fire Emblem Heroes is still running? It's gonna hit 9 years in freaking February. That game is terrible. Oh my goodness. I dropped that game like a ton of bricks. And I love Fire Emblem. And I love Fire Emblem. I've played every single one. I'm gonna buy a Switch 2 just for Fortune's Weave. And I hate Fire Emblem Heroes. Alright. Time to end our lobby music. I hope you enjoyed waiting time because it's over. Let that funky music play. Alrighty, let's go switch scenes. This is not the Monday Mixer. How did I get that wrong? This is Soku Saturday. We have no logo now. That's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome one, welcome all to Soku Saturday 325.
This is the long-awaited 325th tournament. I hope you are looking forward to some intense Soku matches, because that's what we have on the docket today. 17 players from around the world competing for the one and only Soku Saturday Champion title. Who will clinch the crown? Only time will tell. Our first match on stream is going to be Touhou versus Corneus, which looks cool. Alright, so let's do it. Get started. I'm gonna give the go for the players and we'll get started. Corneus versus Touhou. 17 players, Lamau. What do you mean, Lamau? 17 is a good amount. It should be she sat on my Soku, not she Soku on my sat. Come on, it's so easy. Okay, so yeah, Touhou versus Corneus. Be an interesting one. I think Theo is from Vietnam. Don't see that very often. Unless Touhou isn't here. Is Touhou here? I see them coming up offline. Can someone call him? Anyone have his phone number? Oh, he just joined. Alright. Oh, never mind. Let's go! We have a match. I don't know what character Touhou plays. Oh, Marisa. Alright. Let's kill the chat for this one. Are you pumped up yet, chat? Let's go! Soku Saturday 325! Woo! Alright, so Corneus versus Touhou here. First match of Soku Saturday. We got Marisa versus Mei Ling. I've never seen Touhou play, so I'm kind of interested. Because you don't see a lot of Marisa nowadays. It feels like this character is a pretty rare pick, despite, you know, being generally regarded as overall really strong and pretty balanced. Though Marisa is kind of hard to play at a high level, I'll say that. Her combos are a little finicky to get the most damage out of her. And she has really... you have to improvise a lot to do pressure with her. It's not very straightforward. So you'll see like a lot of beginner players pick up Marisa, and they do well against like other people their level, but when you get to a certain level, she kind of gets very hard to play. So here we are. Corneous on the Mei-Ling, of course. Mei-Ling's pretty solid. Also a pretty solid character. I think this match is really even. Also really fast paced. You got speed versus speed. Marisa can actually take a really good advantage of the way that Mei-Ling likes to zone, because the way she uses those 5Cs, those rings. Oh, big CH. Get the Master Spark conversion. Easy money for Touhou right there. But as I was saying, that 5C that Marisa shoots out, the puffball, oh my god, what a DP. The puffball actually collides on the ring that Mei-Ling shoots and will make a danger zone that Mei-Ling can't actually enter. Ooh, the jump 8A to the charge C confirm. I love that stuff from Touhou. That was a read on the counter hit. You can't actually react to the jump 8A counter hitting like that. But that J8A CH1 hit into the 5. Oh my god. He's going crazy with that broom ride attempt. Maybe that was supposed to be a DP. He got his input crossed up. But yeah, that's some good stuff from Touhou. He's showing some real technique with the Marisa here. Going for that Grandy broom ride. Yeah, it's not easy for Mei-Ling to punish that on whiff, especially since her range is pretty limited. Right now, Touhou is trying to zone out with those 5Cs, trying to, you know, bait Corneous into throwing out a ring, and then use the explosion to go in. But Corneous, you can see he's actually using a lot of 5Cs, because he's aware that if he uses them too much, he just makes Marisa get in easier, playing with the movement. But also, that's not easy to do. You know, if you're playing with one bullet, if you're playing with one button, they're not going to be easy for you. Touhou is just really going crazy here. He's got a pretty big lead here. Jump A counter hit. Good little 4-piece, but no knockdown. And Touhou is still controlling the match pretty well. The broom ride trades terribly for Corneous right there. And he's down to about 2,000 or so HP. Almost dead. That was a very close one, but the cross-up J2A. Beautiful Okazeme from the Touhou. Gets the round. Make it look easy. Can he do it again, or will Corneous adapt? We'll see. Game 2. A little change of scenery here. You go inside to the very red Devil Mansion foyer. See if maybe you can get some changes with Corneous. Eats the crush there from the 6C. But close to Spring Haze makes it very hard to keep Okazeme on them, because you can raise through melees and pretty much everything. That 6C connecting to Touhou. Try and go for a little setup there, but ooh, nice jump out from Corneous and gets a pickup off of it. Corneous really has to get in and stay in if he wants to play the way he's playing, because the way he's approaching neutral is too passive. So passive, he's looking for an opportunity, and Touhou is just controlling the game. He's setting the pace. The 6C right there. Typhoon will end pretty soon. Charge B into 6C. Wow, and Touhou evened up very quickly. What a jump 8A right there. So far, Touhou with the lead. Nice J6A! Wow, Touhou is really counterplaying Corneous' pressure and movement so well right here. But Corneous is not out of it yet, especially since he's got a pretty good chance of winning this game with the amount of health with the amount of damage he's built up on Touhou. This could go either way. Alright. J2A not connecting right there. Touhou just playing the defensive game, throwing out those bullets, playing the zoning. Marisa, pretty versatile character. Can play offensively or defensively. Oh, what a confirm there. The single hit jump A into the 5 cost. Just enough to get the kill. Corneous with the resourceful confirm right there to put himself on the board. Good start. Blocks the broom ride. No punish on that. And Corneous is a little confused. Baits the DP though. Get a clean punish here. A little bit of damage on that. Not the best confirm, but you know, you take what you can get. Jump 2A will punish. A nice catching the air tech right there. Very strong start for Corneous, and that's exactly what he needs. Keep the offense going as much as he can. Oh, but the reversal from Touhou gets the hit right there and catches the air tech with a jump 8A. Pretty solid. Marisa can do a lot of damage in a hurry. Nice cross under. Gets the knockdown here. But can't get the Okazeme. So we turn to neutral where Touhou can just start shooting. Go for the 6A right there. Scary stuff. Right here, the 6-6A. No confirm off of that. Just testing the waters with it. Horn still in the lead. But with the amount of meter and the damage that Touhou has in his hand, it's not a very big lead. Duo hovering over the Dragon Meteor. Ooh, that hit hard. The sound effect that hit from the counter hit was, ooh, damn. But look at the weather here. This drizzle. If Duo can land this 5 cards with the drizzle on, okay, nope. Changes to blue sky just at the last second. And now Cornelius is actually in a position to win this rat in this game even. Unblockable. Oh my god, he didn't react! He just sat there and let himself get unblockable! The fucking 30 frame, like 45 frame. This is even high delay. He just sat there, he's like, what does this do again? Oops. Alright, 1-1. Cornelius with the adaptation here. Maybe let Dua get a little bit ahead of himself. Now we got ourselves a set. Okay, here we go, some press. Card 3A, 5+ frames, he does not respect it. Oh, nice J6A. I think certain characters can jump away from that 3A into far A. It really depends on your jump hut speed, I believe. Or your hitbox. It's pretty precise. Ooh, big CH into the 2 cost. 2.9, and Dua has gotten on to a lead here, but he's got to block the pressure. Nice poke out. It's the catch here. Stops the pickup, but catches the air tech. Cornelius air teching aggressively into a very, very precarious situation. And look at the HP. It'll be down to this last confirm. Nice J6A, and the 6C picks up. Dua taking the round there, using that J6A very effectively. It's a really good move to use as a defensive counter approach because of the way it launches Marisa back while having a huge hitbox in front of her. Such a good tool right there, and very safe to whiff because of the backwards movement. See through constantly just putting that out there. Here's Corn. Some press. Trying to get him with the alternate 2-2. Some severe damage. Pretty good skill. Good pressure here, but Dua was able to block it out and grabs the anti-air with the gravity beam, but it's a little bit too slow. And now Corn is in. Gets some nice pressure here. The dash out. And Dua still in the corner. The movement from Cornelius looking pretty good. Keeping the Marisa contained, even though she's such a fast character. Plus frames. Respects it. Coins, board escapes. Trying to get out there, but the jump 8A stops the attack. Stops the exit attempt. And Dua has just been stuck in this corner this entire round so far, it feels like. A lot of spirit damage. Corn resetting again. Very low orbs. The jump out from Dua, but he's got to change the weather because of the typhoon. Looks like he can't really do much. He's just going to accept his fate. Cornelius is taking his sweet time, though. You know, he could just do one hit. I'm sure he will kill him. I'm sure, right? Okay. And meanwhile, Dua just kills himself. And we go to the last game, and the last round, Dua with only a coin in their hand. This would be interesting, Corn with the meter advantage. Nice jump A here. That will do a lot of damage. 2.6k on the near corner air-to-air confirm. That is some massive confirmed right there. Goes for the J6A. It misses just a little bit. Opportunity. Oh, but it does the J6A right back. 6-6B. And a great confirm into the charge 50. Oki a little bit off on the positioning, though. Cornelius is out of the corner. Room right out. Good option. Oh, okay. Dangerous tech. Watch it. Okay, Cornelius stays in control here. Gonna go for the plus frames. Oh, doesn't respect it yet again. Hex into the corner. Jumps out. Wow, Dua able to escape. Gets the 6-6C. Corn still has a massive amount of meter in his hands, though. That is a reversal. Oh, nice catch on the border escape. Right there. Lots of reversal, though. There it goes. And that's gonna connect. Even things out because of the heavy fog. Cornelius with a very good amount of health recovery. Dua now on the back foot. But he's got the meter. Can he come back? Heavy fog about ends. Alright, big J2A! This won't be enough. That's really going to be a drop combo from Cornelius. Dua's still got a chance, but he's 2-4 right into a J6, into a 6C, and the 6C catches that air tech J6A right there, and Cornelius takes it. That is end of the set. Big GG's. Alright. That was fun. Next game, we're gonna have CEO versus Roku. That sounds like a fun one. Alright, so yeah, let's get that match going. Okay, so we're getting, Marisa? No, not Marisa. Sorry, Alice versus Aya. Is interesting. Yo, opting to go for the Alice instead of his try to Itsuho. I don't really see him, I haven't seen too many results from the Alice yet, but we'll see if it does the job here. Also, intentionally playing Alice into Aya is a choice. This matchup is notoriously pretty bad for Alice. Like, I don't know if any Alice player would intentionally ever do play this. Roku's kind of messing around with him. We'll see if CEO can make him respect him. Plus frames. Force goes away. Nice day 2A. Right. Pretty slow-paced match. Nice jump 8A. Okay. Just knockdown here, decides not to use the 4 cost. Gets a little cross-up action there. Okay. The counter hit, and CEO down to about 100 HP. Tries to hit buttons on wake up. It's denied. The thing about Alice is that her fastest mash out of most pressure strings is her 6-6A, which is 11 frames, which is not very fast. So you're dealing with some fake block strings from Aya that are actually real, because Alice can't really challenge them. Like, anything that's -2 actually becomes plus for Aya, which is pretty brutal, I'll say that. And the whiff RA gets punished into the 3 cost for the confirm. Pretty solid damage on this confirm. Oh, but Roku actually loses the undo. Nice pick up here. At least Alice does do a lot more damage than Aya to compensate for the pressure pains that she has here. Yep, that's a 2A getting beaten out. The mash outs on Alice are just so bad here. The CEO just has to respect everything. Okay, that was -4 on the 6-6B, so Alice can actually mash out of that one. Look at me nerding out about frame data. No one cares about frame data, right? Jump 8A, that's not going to be enough, but it's a one-hit game. CEO in trouble, and the J6A completely destroys that 6-6A right there. Taking the first game. Please switch character. I can't watch another one of these. Come on. CEO is not an Alice main. He's just playing Alice. He's gotta play. He's gotta pick the character he actually knows how to play if he wants to make it a match. Okay, he switched. Alright, so this is what I was actually hoping to see, because CEO is a Itsuho main. And it's gonna be a lot more, we'll say, more of a fight. Matchup on paper is really Aya favored, but Aya basically has to play perfectly, not make any mistakes or errors in order to beat Oku, right? Because she has the speed advantage, she has the neutral, and she can play around Oku's defense very well, but if you mess up once, you will take a ton of damage. You can see how Roku is in the driver's seat for like what feels like about 30 seconds, and CEO got one combo, he's winning. It's very swinging. And you're gonna be on edge if you play this matchup. For sure. Oh, it's an Aurora Typhoon! Oh my goodness. That's like the worst possible outcome on your Aurora if you're fighting this character, and CEO takes the first round there. He got the nat 20 on the dice roll here. And round. And already off to a good start in the round 2 for CEO. He's trying to stall for time so this Typhoon goes off. Roku might want to tech there, but he instead just techs, so he lets the Typhoon go off. So he might die to actually 2 Typhoons. Can you believe that? Can you believe this? Are you with me, chat? He just let himself die to Typhoon twice. Well, the first one wasn't his fault, but the second one was definitely avoidable. Okay, round 3, game 3, sorry. This is the one where people actually try, right? Okay. Actually had some plus for it. Oh, remember they got the frame trap of the 66B into 66A. What he read. Another Typhoon? That's 3 in a row! For Roku. He doesn't want to lose this lead. He's got to try not to interact. Here's a fun fact about Itsuho, by the way. Despite the long startup on her movement, it actually has the same movement speed as Aya. The movement speed is exactly the same. It's just that Oku has a ton of startup on the movement, which is what makes her feel slower. Back tech into the 4A. Another Aurora. Typhoon Aurora. Typhoon Aurora. It's the only 2 weathers this game, but this isn't an Aurora Typhoon, so. Oh, Roku J2A right into a 214, the retro atomic model. CEO fighting for time. That's going to be heavy fog force. Baits the bomb! Okay. No tech from Roku. Oh, he... Oh my god, I had a feeling he wanted to jump there. If you hit him with Oku 668, its counter hits, you die. Straight up. You don't want to get hit with that move. And that's going to be CEO just stealing that round. I thought Roku had that one, but ended up turning the other way very quickly, and now CEO is 1 round away from taking this set even. Okay. 66B. Be careful. Be careful with that one. Nice anti-air. That 2-2, default 2-2 from Oku, the Break Sun, is extremely fast. I think 8 frames, one of the best reactive anti-airs in the entire game. And it's directly above Oku's head, so it's really hard to challenge. Jump 8A, gets a little hit right there. Roku playing very patiently, gets a great counter hit right there. That's actually a pretty good starter for Aya. 2.2 is actually really good damage. Roku's gotta be careful though. Low spirit on him. Almost risking getting crushed here. Gets met in the air. It's gonna be not a knockdown. Theo holding on to that 4 cost. You know what it does. It's sub-stun, so. Okay, 4 cost going up. Interesting decision here. Oh, is Theo getting hit? That's like max damage. But there's the Typhoon. Can Roku finish this off without dying? He's got a pretty good health lead, but Oku only needs like 2 hits to kill him. Oh, Roku got the hit right there. That jump 236 was well placed. And we're going to the round 3 here. Last game, last round. Exactly what I expected to see. Typhoon ending. CEO is still with the meter advantage here. Anti-air 2A. Wow, that was a rare one. Here we go. Good coin from Roku. And the backdash to get out of pressure. Roku playing very patiently. It's the 2C right there. Okay. Gotta be careful. Found Vapor. Backdash from CEO. Roku border escaping. He wants his spirit back. Ooh, big! Gust fan chases the ground tech. Straight. Alright. CEO putting himself back in there with just 1-4A. Whiff. Okay, no punish. A little bit late. Nice 6-6B. See if Roku can keep up the pressure. Goes for another 6-6B. This one lands. Feel like Roku just trying to chip him away very slowly. Not really doing for anything more than like 2-3 hits. Just playing super uncommittal. Giving CEO way too many chances here. Like that. It's even again. Get the jump in. That's plus frames. Okay, he recognized it. That one is not blocked on the charge 6A. It's going to be a good amount of damage here. And the weather says Typhoon. Can Roku change the weather in time? Gets the jump A. There's the tech. Okay, and CEO has to take the knockdown. Roku can recover some HP and calm, but it might not matter. Yeah, gives the characters too much damage. And that's it!
That game was unfair. The chat wants to investigate CEO for match fixing.
Can we get a ref TO to investigate CEO? I think he might be manipulating the random number generator somehow. Almost as if he controls it as the CEO of RNG. Alright, next game on the list of games is going to be Danburu versus Frantium. So we're getting Sakuya versus Komachi. We'll see how this one goes.
Luck is a skill. It's true.
How do I grind to my luck stat?
Tell me, chat.
But yeah, on to the next game. Dan versus Frantium. Run for Weather Swords? I guess that can work. Alright, let's get into our match. Use a goddess icon. I see. That also works. Raises my luck by a grand total of 2, I think. That's huge. Okay, let's get on to the match at hand here. Komachi versus Sakuya is a fun matchup, I think. As a Komachi, I actually think almost pretty good here. Wow, that was 2C confirmed. Okay, good. We are getting in here. You've got Dan on the Koma versus Frantium on the Sakuya. Frantium getting a little whiff punish here. Dan risking it all on that Rie. He likes using Rie. Rie is a hard move to use. I'll say that. But yeah. As a Komachi affectionado, is that the word? I have a good amount of experience with this matchup, and I'll say that it's actually not bad. Say it's pretty even. When it comes to dealing with Sakuya's shenanigans, Komachi actually has a pretty good anti-2C tool with her 2C. Her jump 2C completely obliterates Sakuya if she tries to 2B, which is what Dan did right there. Like I said, it's a Pretty good anti-Sakia, because Sakia is immediately gonna freaking hit 2B if anyone's near above her, and if you call that out, you get really rewarded well. Sakia also doesn't have the best 6-6A, so she can't really punish Taste of Death very easily, which is what Dan is running. And what else? If you're smart about blocking her, you can actually interrupt her bullet into jump 2A. That's a big one. If Sakia goes for 2B, jump 2A, or 5B, or not 2B, 2B, jump 2A, or 5C, jump 2A in a block string, Komachi can actually crouch the 2B and interrupt the J2A with her 4A, which is huge. It's so important. It makes it so hard for Sakia mains to pressure her. Nice punish, and Dan takes the first game. I forgot to change the freaking view, by the way. I was too busy blabbing about the matchup that I didn't realize. Alright, on to game 2. The Frantium can have some adaptations. Like I said, that specific string that Frantium just did, that's actually not safe. You have to... It's an esoteric matchup check, though. You gotta know. If you know, you know. Like there, you can mash that. You can mash that. Mash. I'm coaching him from the sidelines. He can't hear me, but. Or escapes there. That's the J2C. Frantium is J2B right there. Wow, what a call out on the jump. He's 3-ing raw and catches the movement with the J6A right there. Reset action. Gets the crosser. Doesn't have the default, so that combo drops. Gets the 3A, 2C right there, or 6C rather. And Frantium really not respecting Dan. This is kind of where Komachi excels, is when you get antsy and start hitting things. Alright, 4B. Good option. Nice J6A though from Frantium. But he oughta make a decision here, and he actually goes for the private square. Oh, the slow-mo bomb! And Dan actually gets some damage off of it with the confirm tight string. You cannot dash there. And that's going to be round 1 for Dan here. Set point. Frantium could have dashed out if he crouched the Q card. It's 1 cost, by the way. If you crouch the 1 cost, it reduces the frame data heavily. It is a very important matchup check if you're facing Komachi. You have to crouch that 1 cost and lowers the amount of ghosts that hit you. Ooh, nice crush. Catches the jump out. And Dan is suffering. Doesn't use the private square here because of the massive lead he has. And yeah, Dan down a lot. This is probably the best round Frantium's ever had. Eats that trade. Now Dan can't really do much of anything. Yep, just gonna eat that jump 8A. Go next round. And Frantium has a good amount of meter too. With 2 private squares, he can definitely go crazy if he gets a knockdown. Dan's gotta be careful what he concedes here. Wow, that's a 2C. That's a crush. 6-6A catches the wake up dash. Ooh, blocks it out. Okay. Got called out. 6-6C is air unblockable. Oh, he could have actually matched that, I think. He can dash that. Oh, he doesn't know. He just ate it all block standing up. You gotta crouch it. Nice pickup. Hey. Frantium down to about 3,000. Can he come back here? Nice 3A. Dan gets a little pickup. Back to full HP because of the heavy fog. Nice interrupt by Frantium, but can he come back? Very, very tough ask here. Sakia can do it, but he's gotta play with passion. With fervor. Nice block strings here. Dan with the board escape. Just falls right back down into the corner. Calls out the anti-air attempt and picks up the KO with a nice little 2-3-6 confirm. And that's going to be the game and the set. Dan 2-0 over Frantium. Looking pretty good. Looks solid. Looking clean. Alright, next match is going to be Oleada versus 1. We'll see how that goes. Or Lone, sorry. Lone. Actually, I don't know if it's L-One or E-One. Like, is it if it's an L, lowercase L or capital I? I have to check. That is a lowercase L. Okay, so it is, Oleada versus Lone. Let's call him Lone. Alright. I don't think I've ever seen Lone play. Interesting. Actually, yeah, I don't know where they're from, even. They are from Hrvatska. This, they're Slovenia, I think? Croatia. Croatia. I knew what the country's name was from the two-letter abbreviation, but I forgot what the English name of it was. They got Yuko versus Racing locked in. We'll see if that's the matchup you're going to play. I mean, if you had a Yuko and you fight against Racing, you're salivating because you're like, oh god, free Spear Bloom target, the freest Spear Bloom target in the game. Yuko versus Racing is really funny, because what happens is Racing wins neutral pretty easily, but if Racing gets hit and gets knocked down by Yuko, she just loses. It's hilarious. So here we are. Oleada on the Yuko versus Lone on the Racing. Knockdown here. I said Racing loses from a knockdown, but you're gonna need the Spear Bloom, that alternate 2 and 4. That really is what turns the matchup into a killer. This one right here, yup. Oh wow, somehow the Spear Bloom did not connect. That's kind of crazy. Pressure here, gets that crush. Into the 1 cost. That does not work. That back tech was pretty scary. Lone down to half an orb, finds the jump out. Gets across. Okay, Lone can definitely do something here. Racing has really good offense. Oh, but the not block on the 6A from Oleada was pretty good there. I actually had no idea which way Lone was gonna go. Very good stuff. And that's gonna be round 1. Let's see if we can have more of a fight from the Racing side here, but you gotta be careful on this defense. That's a jump. That's a jump A, catching, and the 4 cost, and then the combo, putting Lone in a dangerous position. Can he escape? Yes, he can! He's timed the backdash perfectly, but he gets 6-6 speed, and that's gonna be a pretty good confirm here. Yep, through 2.4 with a barge. Oh, the last hit drop. Heavy Fog, but the whiff punish right there, and Oleada with a very dominant performance here in that first game. Taking that pretty decisively. On to the next. Owen's got to find more of those B button pressure. That's what he's got to go for. Just hit the B button. Okay. Nice. Yeah, whiff punishes and cross-ups are the name of the game here. Make it hard for Yuko to exist. S2B right there. Yep. Sniping the land cancel. Drop the combo though. You don't want to be dropping those, especially against Yuko. We go some pressure. J2A. Escape. Nice. Oh, nice coin. Avoids the J2A. Heavy fog on the clock here. Bone gets some offense. For trade. Oh, the 6-6D! And this is going to be a very strong confirm here. This is the far A pickup. That's still, like, almost 2K with the guts probation. It's a lot at this point. Pressure here. 5D. Ooh, gets the jump 8 ACH. And the jump 8 across under the air tech. Getting the round. Oh, he had to set points. Just a clean little jump in here into the forward cross. See if Lone can get out of this one. Nice, using the 5B. He tried to mash backdash, but he was under pressure and he couldn't get it off in time. And now, this is getting bad. J6A, a little bit off, but he's still got the corner. Far jump A caught. I mean, close A caught the jump, but he couldn't pick it up. Lone down to about 100 HP, and that J6A will end the set with a perfect for Oleada. Kept his foot on the gas and did not let up once. Well, he's making sure we're ending on time, I guess. All right. Our next game is going to be Corneus versus Danboru. Let's see here. Go summon them. So, Komachi versus Meiling here. Oh wait, I should start the prediction markets. Forgetting about this. This is winner semis. Let's go. All right, Komachi versus Meiling. Fun matchup. I'm not as much of a fan of this one as compared to versus Thakia, though. I actually think this one's harder. But we'll see. Hornius is, I mean, not Hornius. Dan has played this matchup pretty well last time I saw him on stream versus Hornius. So we'll see if he can keep it up, or if Hornius has learned a few things. So far, he's got the knockdown in the corner, but doesn't quite have the Okazeme. Catches on the fly down jump A, though. Going back to neutral there. Andrew making some grazing errors, getting hit. A lot of bullets in neutral. Born has picked up a lot of momentum, and he's really making it hard for Dan to exist on the screen here. You know, just using that superior movement speed and frame data to just interrupt and make Dan just lose his turn. Nice movement from Dan here. That's a crush. Cleanly. He can get the momentum. Catches a high jump. It's a very important move right there. That time he actually tried to 5C wake up, but yeah, it's pretty good for Komachi to just have that 6-6A for the meaty. Especially have a good cancel to it, like Case of Death, and make it 50-50. Strong play. Okay. Corn gets the jump A here, and it is enough to get the KO. Alright. Pressure from Corn. Dash out from Dan Boru. Trying to get that J2A a little bit mistimed. Dashes away from the jump 2A right there. Dan is still struggling to really play around that 5C. Part of why the matchup is so hard. 5C is very hard to challenge or deal with for Koma. That jump A right there. Corn is in control. Doesn't seem to really. But Dan's got an opportunity here. Woo! Try to challenge the dial A4. Dangerous play. Corn advantage to escape the corner though. Interrupts the J6A. Has some offense. Nice smash out from Dan. He's building up a pretty good lead here. 6-6-A, great play. Knockdown. Sets up the... That did lay less damage than I expected. Dan threw away his default 2-4. Oh my goodness. Okay, one cost. The extra 2-4, yeah. That does no damage, by the way. It looks so cool, but it does nothing. 2-3-6 is the best ender for that. Unironically. Ooh, nice A6A. It's a knockdown in the corner. Alright. Pressure for Corn. Nice movement from Dan. Trying to chase down. Oh, misses the J6A though. Now Corn moving in. Gets the 5C. Has some opportunities, but he backs off. Gets back with. Good play from Dan. Blocks the 6-6C. Tries to punish his own 6-6C. A little bit slow. And Dan has an opportunity to take it home. If he can keep this offense going. Maybe another 6-6C. Okay, going for the 2-4. That's if you don't know what that does, and I don't blame you, it's basically a skill that detonates ghosts while taking away the ability to set a lot of ghosts. So it kind of sucks. It just kind of blows. Ooh, offense for Corn. With Diamond Dust, this could be huge. Dan has some defense in his hand. Just dashes out of that ring, but he's got hit with the jump 5A. Oh, but has an opportunity here. Knockdown in the corner. Can he finish it? Gotta watch the reversal. That's not gonna connect. Corn has the pressure. More to escape out from Dan. Put himself back in the corner. He's gotta be careful. Especially with the 4-cost reversal that Corn is holding on to. It won't quite kill Raw, but a confirm into it might do it. Alright. 6C risky bomb out. Okay. Okay, 4. Lots of very cautious play from both sides here. Jump A counter hit into the 5-cost. Will it do it? No, it won't. He dropped the ender. He dropped the ender. He thought he had the default 6-2-3. That actually might give Dan a chance to win this. Corneus thought he had it. Down to the last hit for both sides. This is tense. And the 5C coming out and blocking Corneus from hitting jump 5A there. I think the heads-up display might have obscured the fact there was a 5C there. That weather announcement was in the way. That's game 1 to Dan Boru. Pressure. Ward escape. Dan getting at the corner. Oh, but nice 5C from Corneus. Blowing up that 4A. Has the corner. But he loses the Okazeme. Gets 6-6-8. Reset. Dan. Alright. Here we go for the pressure. Pressure. Nice. From Corneus to defend himself. Gets himself out of danger. Nice jump A right there. That was a good call out. Okay, for the 3-cost. Oh, 3A is too far. Charge 2-1-4. Wow, Corneus just blocking that out. Here we go. Doesn't not quite work on meleeing right back pickup. Dan has a pretty solid lead here. Even though the Spring Haze is going to make it a little bit difficult to get away. Has himself decent lead. Corneus with a handful of skills. Can't really find an opportunity to level them up though. Ooh, 6-6B call out from Dan. 6-6A catching the 5C on wake up. Here we go. This is 6C. Again, 6-6V, the callouts. Man, Dan is playing really well when it comes to keeping corn from eating buns on wake-ups. Ooh, dashes away from the all 2-1-4, yeah. I think that's a Komachi exclusive tech. Or, well, characters with fast... Not Komachi exclusive, but Komachi is one of the characters that can do that because of the way her dash works. She has the shortest dash startup in the game. And by startup, I don't mean like the time that it takes for a dash to graze. It's more like the shortest time from 6D to the time your character actually moves. So the fact that Komachi starts moving so soon, and she gets into her low profile faster than every other character, lets her dash out of things that other characters can't. And so dash out of pressure is like a very, like, it's a Komachi staple. Like, Komachi players will hit 6D out of everything. They'll always dash out of shit. It's very funny. It's something I have, like, when I play other characters, I have to tell myself I can't dash out of everything. Because I'm always getting 6D out of stuff because I'm just like, it's so good on Komachi, but if you do it on other characters, you just die, and it's so it's so funny. It's a bad habit you exclusively learn by playing this character. Alright, nice catch with the default, with the alternate 2D6 right there. A2A catching the dash out. And then on a roll. Close to taking it. Just needs like one hit. A little shimmy action. Don't tech. Oh my god, if Dan hit 3A, it was over! But he gets the J2A to punish the 5C right there. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Dan 2-0. And he'll be in the winners finals. I wonder who he'll play against. We'll have to find out. Next is going to be Oleada versus Haha. So I'm guessing it's going to be Mei-Ling versus Aya. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to this one, actually. Alright, let's do it. I wonder why his in-game profile name is... his in-game name is Yuko Petera. Oh, it seems like, Oleada is going with the Yuko here. It's an interesting decision. I would have gone Aya if I were him, but... I'm not him! So, here we go. Oleada CP, not Kosu. I knew that. Oleada is an Aya main. Yuriko is the secondary. Alright, here we go. Mei-Ling versus Yuriko. Oleada versus... Haha. See how things go. Haha, in. Oleada, though, started with a really good amount of damage. Oh, and going for the 63 to go completely whiff right there. Pressure. Oh. Yo, that was a great pickup. 2.9 for that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, this air-to-air problem. This air-to-air pressure is where Yuko really struggles. When Yuko puts herself into the air, Mei Ling is really strong against her. Because Yuko's jump-ins are very slow, and Mei Ling's jump-in is really good air-to-air. And that's gonna crush. It's over. Damn. Haha got in once, and that round was over. Oleada looked like he had a good start, but once Haha got momentum, he just kind of never lets go. And that's kind of how it can be against Mei Ling sometimes, or at least Haha. He's very good at that kind of gameplay, where he'll just force it into his turn over and over again, and if it works, it works. Sometimes he kills himself, but sometimes it works. The crush, guaranteed. And he could get some more poison there. Oh, what? Actually, yeah, he ended up dropping the combo for the river mist. A knockdown against Oleada. Haha, it's a pretty good position here. Going with a cross-up, Oleada a little fancy with it. We'll get the clean jump in. Knockdown. Sun Shower. This is bad. Oleada escapes from the third dial A. Has an opportunity here. But goes right into the J6A. He might die. Nope, he's still alive. The 63 a little bit off. Forward board escape. Good call out. And that's gonna be it for game one. Haha takes it. I know that traditionally this is seen as like a really good matchup for Yuko. I actually don't think so. I actually think it's closer to even than people might think. I'm not sure why everyone was like, this is a easy clap for Yuko. Because it definitely isn't. As someone who's played this a lot, I'm just like, where did that come from? I remember people always saying that, yeah, man, this sucks for Mei Ling. That's fake news. That is fake news. I've never been so shocked to actually play this matchup, and I'm just like, I don't win this for free at all. I'm struggling. Mei Ling's got better buttons than I do in the air. And her movement's so fast. Okay. But I mean, if you can get in as Yuko, you win against everyone, so that's what it's gonna have to be like. For Oleada, he has the big leg right here. Nah, kind of goes for the 63. Very aggressive call out. Ended up dying for it. And that's the kind of round that Yuko can just do, you know, just snowball. Decides not to go for the 4 toss, just take the damage. It wasn't that much, it was dash up 2A. Here's Haha. Nice match out. Fun little fact. I don't know if it's a little fun, but Yuko's 4A is actually not plus on wrong block. It is -2. So even if Yuko doesn't cancel 4A, you can just mash out. It's fake. No, I never cancel. I always cancel my 4A. You can't really abuse 4A against a lot of people. Nice call out on the air tech with the 660. Oleada playing this a little bit better now, but he gets hit right there. That's gonna be a 5 cross turn. Air to air, okay, gets the knockdown, and has got the lead, gets the flower, charge B, has the corner. Okay, goes for the 6A right there, a little bit of an aggressive call out. Very good opportunity for Oleada, but he gets hit to the 5C. Haha gets in. Charge 3A, and that should do it. Ties it up on 1 round apiece. Set point for Haha now. Yeah, the thing about Yuko's 4A, -2 on wrong block, and her 2A is 8 frames. So anyone with a... He blocked that, yeah. Anyone with a... Anyone with a move that's faster than 10 frames, which is basically everyone, will be able to match that out. Okay. Oleada with a pretty good lead from the Fear Bloom offense. Can they bring it home, or will Haha get it and kill him again? This will be a fun one to watch the end of. This is a test. Good coin from Oleada right there. Gets the Knockdown, but a mashup from Haha, and he's staying aggressive despite the low HP. Catching the border escape right there. Staying in, gets the counter hit into the forecast. It will not be enough, but it's basically even now. Oh, hold on, J2A. Oh my god. Down to the last blow here. Oh, he got tagged, but he's not dead. Flank at the 5. He gets it! He gets it, and the dash 2A will do it! GG's. I told you, man, if you're not ready, you just get blitzed. You just get blitzed. Alright, so Haha's gonna move into the winners finals, and they will play against Dan Boru. That'll be fun to watch. Next on the match schedule, it's going to be Frantium versus Ibuki. So, Sakuya versus Suika. Like we saw Frantium earlier in the winner's bracket play against Dan. They're in the loser's bracket playing for the right to get a top 8 placement. Meanwhile, Ibuki Suika in the loser's bracket because they lost to Cornus. See? Expecting a good one. Actually, sorry, this is a top 8 match. Might be. This is a top 8 losers match. I misread the rounds. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's get into it. Yep, no surprises here. Sakuya versus Suika. This is a... If you play fighting games before, you probably know this song. Alright, here we are, Frantium versus Ibuki in this top 8 losers match. Suika versus Sakuya. So, Ibuki Suika actually won the last Soku Saturday. Now they're in losers bracket here. I think they double eliminated Koizame to win that. So I'm sure they know the Sakuya matchup pretty well. But Frantium is not Koizame. They're definitely playing this differently. They say, the whip punish right there. Frantium is a pretty good lead. There's the killing doll. Close to the crush. Trying to read the border escape. Ibuki Suika didn't give it to him. But the HP is very one-sided right now. And look at that movement from Frantium. But wait, there's a heavy fog here. Wow. Frantium using the 4 frame data Suika against them right there, getting some pressure strings that wouldn't usually be possible. And look at that lead they built up. Suika though finding the poke out. They've got a chance. The heavy fog is a huge opportunity. Well, wow, that's 6-6 speed from Francium. Opportunity to do something here. Catching the jump out, but can't get the full dial A to pick up on the anti-air hit. Francium still in control, but they need to get that finishing blow before Suika can like build up meter to get that Atlas. If Suika can get to Atlas, it is 2 cards. It's a lot to ask, but it could be enough to win this round. Diamond Dust. Interesting. Phantom gets this J6A, still not enough to kill Suika, but catching the jump with the 6-6A right there. Taking the round before things can get out of him. Solid gameplay from the Sakia side over here, taking it. Off to a good start. Anti-air 2B. Really punishing Suika for teching air tech. For teching right there, and gets the cross of J2A. Man, Francium on point right now. He's playing so well. Cross wrong block, catches the border escape, and catching the air tech with the air unblockable 3A. There's going to be a private square. And even he might actually just die here. He's got a crushed orb. Yep, gets the wrong block, and we'll see. Not enough. But he got the Mount Vapor killing doll. That's so crazy. He gambled and he won. That's a perfect round for Francium. He got the Mountain Vapor killing doll. I can't believe it. On to game number 2. Off to a better start here. Suika gets a cross up. Dial A might be simple, but it does a ton of damage. Okay, nice block for Francium. Gets Adam. Ooh, never mind. That's RA. Really well placed. And it's Viki in control. Not letting Francium really play here. That's exactly how you can win this matchup. Sakia's got has a really poor defense, especially at that ground tech that doesn't really go anywhere. You can definitely run offense on her if you play your cards right. Swinging. Lands right into the 63. Okay. Francium in control. Oh, he was waiting for the air tech, but didn't pull the trigger on the 3A. Suika's gonna take a round. And the next round's gonna start, it's gonna go to Typhoon. That's really scary for Francium. I don't know if they're gonna let this happen. Oh, they immediately use a card to change the weather. Smart play, because that doesn't let the Typhoon, that keeps the threat of the Typhoon Atlas off the table. You don't want to play Typhoon against Suika. If you can help it, at least. Oh, nice plays from Francium. The offense looking clean. Oh, but the jump in from Ibuki. Got a hit there, but couldn't get the combo. And Francium doing, so far, a lot better than the first round. Oh, but Ibuki Suika looming. Gets a crush right here. Has plenty of meter, too. That next hit, if he lands it, could be really strong. But Francium's got such a lead. I don't think Ibuki Suika is going to go for... Yep, there's the Atlas. Ooh, delayed it. It actually is going for it. Francium didn't think that Ibuki Suika would risk it with that health lead that he had, but he actually pulls the trigger. Atlas is gone, but the HP is even. Just about. Ibuki Suika going in on this round, but will it be worth it? Francium just needs a good conversion. I think it does a lot of damage. We'll see. Ooh. Nice jump 8A, can't combo it. Blocks the jump 8A on the cross under attempt. Oh, and the anti-air 2B from Francium. The Atlas gone. Ibuki Suika facing elimination here. This is set point for Sakia. A little pick up there, 2-3, but no limit. It's a big miss. Basically, it's a pretty good move to throw out because of the retracting hurt blocks. It does a ton of damage, even if you trade. I think it will definitely take those. Ooh, strong conversion right here. Has the corner. Francium with the Hangeki gets it off. The press. Nice 2B. Francium in control. Knockdown. Private square. Ibuki Suika is far away from the Atlas. Well, only less than a card, but it feels like a lot more when you're facing the Sakia offense. but the weather turns to cloudy. That lowers the cost of Atlas by 1, and now it's active for free. And the Ram team had to stop doing pressure right there. Atlas will actually kill, so he's gotta be super careful about how he pressures his character right now. Day 6A! Now Atlas not needed to kill. Jump A, it's a counter hit. Bomb out from Frantium. Going for the jump A, but that 5C explodes right in his face, doing massive damage right there. And Ibikisika ties it up 1-1. Got a good set on our hands. Alright, so Frantium off to a hot start here. This game 3. Trying to get something going here. Nice board escape from Fuka. Tries to go for the call out. Gets the jump 2A right there. Ooh, nice far A from Frantium. Has some opportunities. Roll with a low profile. Smart from Fuka. Goes for the 6-6C to repel Frantium to the other side of the screen. Has some offense here. Frantium just trying to block it out, but gets clipped by the jump 8A right there. Fuka playing the neutral pretty well. Gate 2A gets a little cross up. Has a good lead now. Okay. Now that Ibikisika is holding his neutral a lot more solidly, Frantium, you can see the struggle to get in here. Nice 2A. Calling out the dash up. Okay. Ibikisika just going for the J6A. Safe ender. Diamond Dust on the clock here, locking out the 6-6B. Ooh, nice conversion. Oh, but doesn't have the opportunity to get the knockdown with Frantium down to very long, small HP. Going for the charge 6-6A. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The crouching hitbox of Suika, the crouching hurtbox on Suika, too short to get the 6-2-3 to connect after the 6-6A. And Frantium thought he had the hit confirm. Instead, ended up dropping the combo completely and losing the round. And now Suika, Ibiki, in a strong position here, the player and the character with the Atlas in hand. Anti-air! Powerful conversion, but the weather goes to snow. And yeah, that means meter taken away for every hit. Atlas not safe to hold in the front of the hand, but either way, Suika's holding onto a huge lead. Frantium starting to struggle. Can they find a way back into this game? So far, it's looking like an insurmountable deficit, and that Atlas will be more than enough to finish the set. Ibikisika with a come-from-behind victory. Alright. On to our next set. Let's see here. Let's see what we got on the schedule. We're gonna have Corneus versus Tomioka. Oh my goodness. That's unfortunate. Alright. Corneus versus Tomioka. This top 6 losers. Absolute Idiot hoodie is good. Thanks for supporting Vortex Gallery. I don't work for them, but thanks anyway. So, Patchouli versus Mailing. Fun checking is going on. I don't blame them. Take as much time as you need, I guess. Or just sit back and relax. Let's see. Are they having any problems? It's taking a while. I think there's a 900 MS. It's spiking apparently. He said he's on wired. Hmm. "5G Patchouli." That was when Kiba fought Ruby. The infamous Kiba tweet. I think they're gonna play it. Oh, well, here we go. Losers top 6 game between Kamioka on the Patchouli and Corneus on the Melee. Get the crush here. So, honestly, I'm not sure. I feel like Kamioka can like upset people randomly. That's because people get really tilted against him. Like, extremely tilted. Like, they just run into him. Patchouli can be aggravating to play against, you know, and Kamioka is aggressively is always hitting something, so. Against Patchouli, she punishes mistakes and reckless play very easily, so. We'll see, though. Crushed. Horn is down to 1 HP somehow. Frames. Doesn't respect it. I didn't expect Kamioka to respect it. Go for the unblockable. Uh-oh. Oh, the Tempest made him lose his footing. That was actually the KO, but Corneus actually misspaced it. Solely because of Tempest. Gets the hit confirm right there. Great whiff punish. Corneus with a clutch. Round 1 victory. Rage. Just air tech jump A. We are going for it, man. He's able to catch some E right there. Sun shower on the clock. 6-6-8 connecting. Can't get to the connection off the 2-2 after the anti-air. Don't. Okay. I was about to say, don't push it. Borders. Chip damage for Tamioka from that 3 cost, but didn't get really the opening that he's looking for. And Corneus in a strong position with that 5 cost, looking to end the round here with a good confirm. Plus frames. Does not respect it again. It's going to be Typhoon first. Okay, no. Drop the combo, but Tamioka can't get hit from anything because Corneus has the 5 cost. That's right. And a clean game 1 victory to the Mailing main. Corneus. Alright. Wow, Corneus. I mean, rather Tamioka off to a really strong start here. Already at 60% on Corn. We just got started. Before I could even analyze what's going on. We gotta slow down. But yeah, Corneus. Now on the back foot. Tamioka playing the zoning game a little bit better here. Gotta watch out for that 5C though. The 5B, I believe, or the 5C from Patchouli isn't actually C level density, so it can't actually break through the 5C that Meilink uses. It just gets blown away. Nice J2A. Tamioka bleeding HP. He had such a good lead. Wow, he safe jumped the 5! He safe jumped the 2 cost. That's like frame perfect. But then he dropped the pickup afterwards. And then loses his pressure to a 2B right there. Tamioka stealing that round. It is super hard to safe jump that 2 cost. Oh, no. Disrespect that. That's gonna be a Typhoon. Tony is trying to change the weather, but he was too late. Now Tamioka is just gonna have a huge lead. Using the Ibuki Gourd to gain meter? To do it on the 3 card? Get out of there. Tamioka in control. Tony is actually getting in there for the punish, but watch the weather here. Oh, air tech dicey. That is a Patchy classic. That is a very fast button. If you are not on top of Patchy when she is air tech, you're gonna eat that, and that's gonna be a tie of the set here. 1-1. This could go either way. Game 3. It all comes down to this. Side playing pretty patiently. Like the use of the J2A from Tamioka, looking to catch a dash out. Finds the 2-3-6. Okay. Wow, that punish on the far A from Corneus, but couldn't get in there in time to stop the 5C to come out. And doesn't punish that bullet. Holding back a little. Wow, dashes under the J2A. You gotta watch how you get approach here, Corneus. He hasn't really been able to land a hit. He's been very Tamioka. And then smart play right there to use the 3 cost to call away the heavy fog that was about to go off. Force the snow, which means that Corneus' main chance of a comeback was denied. Now he's gonna have to do this without the HP recovery that heavy fog would have granted him. Lots of spirit damage, doesn't catch a forward escape. That 5C stops the jump A. Corneus down to about 100 HP. What can he do here? 5C as the anti-air. That's a knockdown. Still has so much work to do. Goes for the J6A to try to call out the jump. Finds a hit here. Catches the buttons. Catches the jump out. Catches again. Tamioka gambling with his HP. Tries to mash out again. Here we go. Oh, that 5C. Yep. Or the jump 2-3-6 rather. Corneus almost brought that one back, but couldn't hold on to the offense just nearly as well as he had to. And now it's set point for Tamioka. Nice J6A. Tamioka gonna go for the Royal Diamond Ring. Let's block it. It does no chip. It does nothing. Nice pressure from Corneus. He's gotta bring this one back. Forward escape from Tomioka gets himself out of danger. Here we go. Pressure. Catching. Sun Shower. Perfect for Corneus. He can stay in, but Tomioka able to escape the chicken block. Gets the J2A to connect. Now, hey, that's good pressure. Gets the 2A to crush. But Soki's not quite there. Go back to neutral. And Tomioka finds a huge J2A counter hit. Corneus going in. It's the crush. Drops the pickup afterwards, though. Coaching Sun, interesting weather here. 5C gets the hit. But no pickup. Another 5C. Corneus dropping these confirms, though. It's the bubble. Okay, gotta respect that. Doesn't last very long, though. Okay. Corneus. Oh, he thought he had the confirm right there. That's going to be a very big punish. And now Tomioka, 8 control here, puts up the 3 cost. And Corneus on the back foot, he's got a hold on. Dashes out. Ooh, got tagged right there. 6 speed, not going to connect. Gotta be careful where you put yourself. 1 5C, 1 counter hit, 2 3 6. That could be the end. Corneus finds wolf punish. Gets the counter hit, jump A right here. Gets the counter hit at far A. The Aurora Snow takes away some meter. But can't find the Okizeme right there. Okay. Tense moment! Finds the J5A counter hit, but can't find the combo. Oh, another tag for Tomioka! It's not over yet! Corneus got a graze for his life. Tomioka gonna try to put up those bullets. Catch Corneus sleeping. Can he find a graze error? Corneus moving. Oh, he tries to charge the 5C, but the 4-2-1 coming down from below. You can't block that with the 5C. The charge C. And that's it. Tomioka takes it. Actually, on the instant replay, I'm seeing that it was the lingering 5C bullet got in between him while he was charging that up. Committed too hard. That 1 split-second decision to charge the 5C instead of just using it normally cost him everything. That was a good set, though. Alright, next is going to be Oleada versus Ibiki Suika. Well, I feel that Oleada is kind of committed to the Yuyuko today, so it's probably going to be Yuyuko versus Suika. Though, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Aya comes out here, because Aya is really good versus Suika. We'll see. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I've played a bit of Yuyuko versus Suika. It's not that bad. I mean, for the Yuyuko, But I mean, what am I saying? Yuyuko doesn't really have bad matchups. It's Yuyuko. it's Yuyuko at the end of the day. But yeah, Yuyuko Suika on the attack right here. That's a pretty good lead. Wow, what a 660. I got rewarded very heavily for that, but that close A doesn't connect. You just go for 6A immediately if you don't. If you're not sure if you can get far A or 4A. F4 escape. Jump 8A takes out the crowd, the dash out though. 660 gets blocked. Cornea might want to change the weather. Oh wait, he finds the knockdown. Oh, but this land cancel gives Suika a chance to attack. And, blocks, nice. Alright. Close game so far. Spear Bloom, gotta block that out. Nice cross up, but too far away from the corner for the confirm. Snow here. Very few mistakes can be made by Oleada. They got very low HP. 1-6B will take them out, or any snipe at all. There's a lingering hitbox on that 6E, giving a way in for Oleada, but they gotta watch for the Atlas. There comes the Okazeme. Catches the jump out, but it's still alive for Ibuki. Tries to 2B, but they're too far away and gets whiff punished. Clutch round win for Oleada there, getting to avoid the Atlas situation. Going for the 2 cost. Extra damage. Alright. Sorry about that. I was just... I had to talk to someone real quick, but wow, clean round from Oleada right there, taking game 1. That Yuyuko DMG. Tried and true. Everyone knows what this character can do. Nice basic day. Good ISR against the 2B. I'm surprised that Ibuki isn't using as much of the 6B as most of the Suikas that I play against that are always just throwing 6B. Good at interrupting Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow, the 660! Very hard to deal with. Knockdown. Ooh, settle. Okay. Pressure. Shower on the clock. Ooh, this is big for Oleada. Has some really strong pressure here to cost. Spear Bloom. Very situation. Gets crushed again. To cost. Spear Bloom. Oh, but that sub does not work on Suika. It's a little bit too long. Man, that's just like that, man. This round is almost over. But this Diamond Dust opportunity is a golden opportunity for Ibuki, catching the border escape with the 2B. Has the corner pressure. Can't catch the jump. Halta on the border escape on the last hit of the J2A, but it wasn't able to convert. Okay, some pressure. Respect from Oleada. Trying to throw out some Bs to try to make some momentum here. Gets there, unblockable. Set point for Oleada now. They gotta watch out for that Cloudy Atlas. 2 cost? Yep. It's a crush here. Oh, that's Spear Bloom doing a massive work. That does not work. You have to go right for the 6A. Ooh. Look at this lead for the Yuyuko here. This is not going to be easy to come back from. 4 cost? Connects? Maybe Suika gets the... Gotta be careful. Does... Okay, uses Atlas. But it's invincible to the 4 cost, but you get punished. And now it's a 2A to kill. That's it. Oleada with a very great performance here. Moving on to the top 4. I gotta play against Tamayoka. Alright. Now we're going into the winners finals that we were all waiting for. It's gonna be Haha versus Danboru. Alright. Winners finals coming up. I think the last time they played Haha won, but we'll see. Winners finals. We are way ahead of schedule today. Whew. Man. Alright, blazing through this tournament. Alright. Looking forward to this. Alright. Yo, anyone want to watch the World Series after this? Seeing as we got plenty of time after. I'm kinda game. Just saying. Okay, enough about baseball. This is a better game. Touhou Hisoutensoku featuring the characters Komachi in Meleeing from Touhou Project. Pretty close game between these players so far. You have Danboru trying to hold on to the blitz of Haha, who always plays aggressively, always looking for something. That is insane that they tried to go for the 5 cost right there. No, really. What was that? Okay. What you see right there? It's so even. Bar A catches the dash out. Gets a knockdown for Dan. Gets the 6A. Dash out away from the J2A. Oh, but the miss. J6A is gonna get punished hard, but the last hit of the combo drops. Haha with an opportunity to take it. Yep, and that 4A catches the dash out. The Komachi special, just dash out. In pressure, dash out. Your plus, dash out. Your minus, dash out. Just dash, bro. It'll work out, trust me. Nice toin to make the next to the rest of that 6-3 whiff. Gives them more plus frames. Stop. Yeah, it's a tough conversion. That's a little slow to catch the board escape, but it stops the horizontal movement completely. Huge opportunity for Dan. This is the 6A though. Hopper. 63. Oh, catching the board escape. Press a hot one for it early. Dan actually did not have meter to cover that 63 with, so that would have been very punishable if they hub it all. Alright. Nice J2A here. It's a knockdown. Dan in control. Wow, the dash up 2A from Haha. Just going for it. He's like playing multi-blood over here. Dan's got such a good lead. It's going to be a tough comeback. Nice J6A there. 5C covers the stuff right there. Oh, the dash up 4A though. 4A. J6A. That's a drop combo. Nice block. Okay. 2-1-4. Ooh, the charge. And the J2A catching the jump attempt. Dan taking the round pretty well right there. Held on to the offense pretty successfully. Oh, wow, the dial A options with the 3A and the 2A ender, actually. Little pickup right there, trying to bait the bomb. There it is. Oh, but tried to pick up the bomb combo, but ended up whiffing the J6A, getting punched for it. Pretty big opportunity for Haha here. Has that 3 cost, might be looking for an anti-air. Or Hangeki bait. We'll see here. But that's a good opportunity here. Can't catch that border escape. Scary opportunity, scary position to be in for both players. Haha finds the J2A, converts into the 5 cost, but it will not quite be enough. Dangerous tech from Dan. Manages to get to the ground safely. Now has the corner, actually. That's not going to catch a little bit late. But has some opportunities for B. He's not going to reach anywhere. You see it too far. No ghost on the screen. Dan, gotta be careful. Holding on to a sliver of a lead. One jump A connection will kill. So Haha can really just play it slow and steady and no need to commit to anything, really. Dan finds the J6A though. Oh, but drops the combo! Wait, this is heavy fog! Oh, this is huge. And Dan has recovered HP, puts himself out of the danger zone. Charge 6A. 4BE from Haha. Nice J2A, gets a little cross. Not enough to kill. Dan trying to hit pounds right there. Oh, but gets hit by the charge. 2-2. Wasn't expecting that bullet to come out late. And Dan drops game 1. Haha with a great performance right there. One game away from putting themselves in the grand finals on the winner's side. Imagine winning Soku set. No longer midlet. Nah, be a tournament winner now. J2A with big CH. Haha in control. Has the pressure. Yep, you cannot jump there. That JB is a little bit too fast to cancel, but that drop gives Dan a chance. Oh, but can't get the knockdown off of that. Okay. Dashes away from the 2-1-4. Yep. You can see, oh, a little bit off. Finds a great whiff punish and catches the air tag. Press. Goes for the jump 8A. A little bit too risky, but doesn't get punished too hard. Okay, press. Haha, hitting the J6A. Wow, got the hit here. Has the 5 cost ready. Dan was hitting. Okay, they're going for the reset. Dan did not tech there. But that would have been a really great play if he did. Still in control. Okay, into the 3 cost. Holding on to that corner. That's plus frames. You cannot mash there. Cannot. Dan keep the offense going. It's a knockdown. It's got Typhoon. He's got it. Kill. Yep, 2A. Okay. I thought Haha was going to go for something crazy, but Dan manages to clean up the round. Takes it. These guys are playing tight. Nice 2-3-6 with Dan. 2A right there. Gets some extra damage and hasn't even taken a hit in the Typhoon. Drop. Got like 2 combos worth. A6A right there? Uh-oh. Okay. Haha made a mistake there. That would have been a 5 card confirm. And again, the dash out. Akomachi. Low profile. Oh, he got behind it! And Haha with the crucial error right there. This is Dan's match to lose. That 4 cost will kill, depending on the starter. I don't think this is it. No, it is. Never mind. I'm losing with a kill today. That's going to tie it up at 1 apiece. Game 3. Of pressure. Nice forward board escape from Dan. That charge 2-2 is a little bit slow. JTC beating out the J5A. Quick punish. 4B. Oh, that was a little bit ballsy to go for the 6-2-3 there. And it's a huge 2C. Haha taking a ton of damage. Lock 2-1-4. Charge 6A. Keep it simple. Okay. Get the crush. Oh, but Dan getting a little drop in the combo, but still has the opportunity to go crazy on offense right here. Doesn't get the crush. Gets the J2C here. Oh, he could have ended the game if he got the 3A, but he dropped it. 3 Fog on the clock. Should definitely try to change it. Okay, gets the 668, gets the knockdown. 3 Fog is gone. Aha, gets a little reset. They got a lot of work to do though. 1 singular hit point. Gets the jump A here. Can't get the... But can they... Nope, that J6A, the fadeaway jumper from Dan Boru, taking the round right there. And possible last round of the set here. Haha, trying to make this comeback. Charge 3A, gets the crush. 63 ends the combo. Gets started. Right here's the pressure. 1-4. Okay, good pressure, good block. Uh-oh. Rush, yep, bash out again. Okay. Oh, that far A. I mean, that jump 8A not connecting fully. That is not gonna work. 4 cost, solid damage. And this match looks like it might be over. Haha burned all his meter. The comeback is possible, but it won't be easy. Back cross up. There. Oh, but Dan jumps out. The J2A right there. J6A not gonna connect. Woohoo! Scary situation. Typhoon. Okay. Change the calm by Dan. Not tech. Nice block. Forward board escape. Gets the catch. And the KO. 2-1 for Dan. And he's gonna be in winners finals. I mean, grand finals of this tournament. On the winner's side. Could Dan Boru win his first Soku Saturday? He's just 1 set away. Who will this set be against, though? We'll have to find out. So, next up in loser's bracket, we're going to have Olayada versus Tamayoka. Alright. I think they're starting. Okay, bring button checks. And we are underway. Yuko versus Patchouli here. Wow, we're immediately hitting buttons after the foray. Oh yeah, they're not taking any. Stop combo. That's a tough one. Okay. Blocking optional. Blocking option! That's like 0 wake-ups blocks. At all. No one's blocking today. Alright. It applies to both sides, by the way. Just go. Careful. Oh, got it. Scary situation to be in for Oleada. There's the charge B. Could not react in time. And Tomeoka takes the first round, somehow. Honestly, there is a lot happening very quickly. I almost could not tell what was going on. I punish. Okay, knock down here. Ooh. Big 6C, yep, that's gonna connect. 4 cost, or 2 costs rather, to get the connection from downtown. Oh, they've traded! Big 6C, I can't believe that hit! He dropped the, should have been charge C, but he didn't block on wake up. What is going on? Why is no one blocking? Is this what Soku is come to? 4 cost. Still not blocking. Don't tech. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a game of Soku that was played. I'll say that. No block November. Wow. Of course he's not blocking that. Ooh, okay. Basic A, gets the connection. Careful. Wow, frame tapped him with that 6C. Oleada in control here. Ooh, nice little cross. Okay. Tomeoka finding some hits. Has some setup. Like Oleada. Oh, wow. This will probably kill. Yep. Perfect confirm right there. Set point. Dude, 660 on counter rate is such a rewarding button. Okay. Dash down, getting caught. Wake up 2A. Will he block and wake up? Nope. Got lucky that jump 5A didn't touch him. Alright. Just a 3A to connect here. Alright. Nope, nope. Oh, drops! Oh, you want to go for the reset, I guess. Okay. Royal Diamond Ring! This does nothing! Behold! Look how much chip damage that did, by the way. None. That does no chip. 4 cost. Oh, too late. That's a pretty tight confirm. You have to really already be dialing in that 4 cost as the 4A comes out. As you use the cost. 4 cost. Tomeoka down to a little bit of HP. Laser almost got him. Not quite. Punish. Yep. That's it. That was top 4, by the way. So we are now losers finals. Going to be Oleada versus Haha rematch. That was really fast. Peace. Alright. Losers finals coming up next is going to be Haha versus Oleana. Or losers finals, sorry. Winner of this plays against Dan Boru. All right. I got button checking. Alright. See if, I mean, the last time these guys played, it was down to the wire. Hoping for another good set. Alright. Losers finals. Soku Saturday. Haha versus Oleana. And Haha off to a good start here. Like I said, when it comes to keeping or exploiting Yiko's just not always that good frame data. Or Melee is one of the best characters to do it. So if it gets into a close quarter scrap, this can happen. With a very clean, not pretty decisive first round win right there. Plus frames right there. Nice. Wow, reacting to the 5B, but can't catch the border escape. 668 into the 2-2. There you go. Nice coin usage from Oleana, getting the pick up. Fear Bloom. Ooh, nice little crush here. But drop the Okademe on the last spec. XJ2A. Ooh, 63, somehow connecting. Blocks this. Yep, you get clean punish here. Right. Catching with the 2-1-4 into the air. Haha, down, but definitely not out. Huge CH! That's, oh, that was a little bit too far. That's a really rewarding starter. Yep, had to make it safe. The plus frames, but that's the 5 cost confirmed. Will it do it, folks? 660! Nope, going for the 63 is too slow. Oh, a crush! And suddenly, oh wait, the Typhoon though. Oleana probably went for the wrong confirm. But wait! But wait! But wait! Ah! How did he win? What? Never mind. That Typhoon was calculated. Haha, pulling defeat from the jaws of victory. Can't afford to drop those here. Not in this tournament. Nice catch. Oh, that's, yeah, tons of recovery. 4 cost. And now Oleana can get to work, but just a crush. Another 4 cost. Catches Mistimes the backdash, and Oleada's got a huge lead. Haha's not out of it yet. That 5 cost can make miracles happen. It's a knockdown here. Little cross up is all it will take. Trying to go forward here. Catches the board escape. 4A. Oh, but the combo drops! What? I'm surprised. How'd that not connect? That's crazy. That's crazy. How did that not connect? I gotta instant replay that one. Somehow the gods of Soku conspired for Haha to lose that. Now Mashi the 2 and 4. Oleada with a huge lead. Nice catch. 2 cost enders. Spear Bloom. Wow, catching. And Haha is almost dead. 3A. Oh, that counter 3 did so much damage. His HP was gone. What is the base damage of that move? What? Excuse me? That move by itself did more than 1,000 damage. I'm not insane, am I? Why did he die? Anyways, set point for Oleada. This set is going completely different compared to the one before, where Haha just ran away with it. Oleada's in control from the beginning. 63. Wow, doesn't use the forecast, but doesn't need it. Opportunity for pressure from Haha. Gets the charge 5B, blasts him across the screen. What a drop combo. Huge J2A right there. Oleada just 1 or 2 hits away. J2A gets the cross up. This time the 4A connects like it should. That's a knockdown. Haha down but not out. Good defense. Oleada has the corner, and this is it. GG's. 2-0. And a complete reversal of last time. Oleada with a 2-0 over Haha. Seemed like the adaptation was there. He locked in this time. Although that first game was super fluky. Okay, I'm putting on the replay. What the hell happened? This is like lost. Okay. This is where it happens. So, what happens? Gets this knockdown, he gets the cross up, or gets a J2A right here. Catches with the second of J2A right here. Okay. He reacts. It's the 4A. Is he not in hit stun? I think he waited too long. You can see the untech bar. I gotta put on the... Okay, so he's got 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8... 12 frames of untech here. The card has 5 startup, so it should hit. Yeah, you waited too long. Drop the confirm. You waited too long. It drops. Yeah, that's just an old-fashioned drop. That's unfortunate. I see, though. You know, it happens. All right. Grand finals time. We are getting Danboru versus Oleada. Danboru from winner's side and Oleada from losers. Again, some best of 5s in here now. Let's get it. Okay. For some reason, Oleada said, wait! So we're waiting. Alright, here we go. We're in. We're ready. Grand Finals. The button checking first. All right. Oh. Here we are. Grand Finals. Danboru, Komachi, Oleada, Yuyuko. Now, I don't hate Komachi versus Ryuko. Honestly, I think it's an even matchup. It can get annoying, though. Oh, that's one thing that's important here. That instant air J2A hits Yuyuko very easily because her dash does not have any low profile. Ooh. Nice dash out, yep. Oleada was not respecting the Spring Haze. Wow, Dan really thought that would hit. That 2C. Punish. Yeah, yup. Don't fly down like that. Round 1 to Danboru. Looking good so far. There we go. Don't press. Nice. J6A right there gets the knockdown. Okay, good block, yeah. Oh, the 6-6B fast enough to punish the Taste of Death. But it was really close range Taste of Death for what it's worth. Ooh, nice pickup. 4 cost. 6-6B, nice. 6-6A catches. Oh, that was a little too far. Ooh, the huge knockdown. Diamond does pressure. Oleada, 63. That's not plus frame. Oh, Dan didn't true A. Surprise. 2 cards not plus. Ooh, nice 6-6C. Doesn't get the pick up because of the no counter hit. 2A right there. 6A too far. 6-6B. Ooh, gotta be careful. Nice. I'll jump A from Oleada, getting himself on the board. Last round. A6A blocked. Can't get the K right there, but finds the 4A. A little bit of a setup. Oh. That did a lot of spirit damage, but didn't quite crush. It looked cool, though. Nice 6B. Oh, but that drop is going to lead into a 4 cost. Now Dan's in trouble. Can they time this backdash? Or they won't need to. Yep. Because of the damage they took. Basically, the best tech when you got that 4 card on you is basically to stop blocking. Just take the damage, take the knockdown, and hope that the card goes off while you are knocked down so you don't take any damage. Alright. Nice. Gets the frame trap right there. And a little cross-up action. Danboro taking the first game. Big 6C starting things off. Pressure. Missing the J6A. Oh, that was not a big punish. I think Dan could have gotten the 4A on that whiff. Nice pickup from Oleata. Very solid damage as well. This is the J2A though. Jump A. Gets the counter hit. A little setup. J2A gets the counter hit. Nice. Puts down the 2-1-4. Nice anti-air. Watch out. Yep. Oh, he got the crush! Made the 6B go out. Got the 6C go away just in time. Crush there. Into the 2-2. Oh, nice 2A. Oh. Nice jump A. Pick up here. Nice. But it's not enough to KO just yet. Dan's still alive, but he's got to watch out for those 2-1-4 bullet flies. And they come in and combo into the jump 8-8. Great stuff from Oleata. Oh, that doesn't combo. Ooh! A little bit of scramblies. Far is not going to connect right there. Knockdown. I like lots of respect from Oleata getting crushed right there. Ooh! Pressure. Forward escape. Oh, but got tagged. A knockdown and a setup. Can Dan get away from this? Does not time the backdash. Oh, nice J6A though. Big J6A right there too. Alright. Neutral being played. Nice J6A. Dan finding their way through that wall of ghosts. Nice movement from Oleata. Has the pressure here. Dan got caught hitting buttons. Oleata just needs one good hit, but there's a bomb out. Alright. J2A not gonna connect. Here comes Oleata. That's not plus. Oh, but he tried to dash out. A little bit greedy. J2A, that should do it! Hitting the 2B. And Dan ties it up in this game. Able to go. If he wins this one, it's a 2-0 lead. And that's pretty hard to come back from. The knockdown here puts the setup on the blue ghost. Scary stuff. CC into the 1 cost. Gets the crush. Cross up. That was a little wonky. But unfortunately on the tech, here comes Oleata. Well, unfortunately for Danboro. That's a lot of poison, too. Took a ton of damage from that. Ooh, that 6C doing some work. Oleata racking up the momentum. This is where Yuko can really scary. Nice punish. Oh, but the jump 80 doesn't connect. 1-4 into the 2 tong. Catches. Nice. It's a knockdown, and it's a Diamond Dust knockdown. Golden opportunity for Dan. But can they finish the string off? You see, chasing the board escape, and there's the J6A. Beautiful offense right there. And here we are.
Dan one game away from ending this. Will we see a character swap? Will Oleada stay on the Yuyuko? Will we see the Aya here? Oh, here it is! I saw the pause in the character selection. I'm just like, we are probably seeing Aya. And here we are, first time Oleada bringing out the Aya. Completely different look on Danboru, and this is Oleada, what I would consider his best character that he's been holding back this whole time. This might change the dynamic of the entire set completely. That's gonna crush. And you can already tell this is a completely different game. Oleada just holding on to that momentum even stronger than they were as Yuyuko because of just the frame data speed. Wow, nice interrupt by Dan calling out the 6-6B. Finally getting a chance to play. See if they can make up the difference. Does not get the crush there. Lots of spirit, but fine. Oh, missing the 6-6C. And Oleada is able to get a little pickup from that. Oh, nice from Dan calling out the dash up. Little pickup right there. Oh, that 3 not connecting. Gives Oleada a chance. And some crafty movement trying to get those J2As and J6As to land, but Oleada very good at blocking. Baiting out the bomb, does not want to get blown away. Wants to keep this offense. Catching with the 2-1-4 and going into the 4 cost. And gets the jump A to catch the wake up high jump attempt. Oleada can't catch the board escape. Nice J6A from Danboru. It's the knockdown. A little settle. Here we go. Ooh, 6-6C, punish. Nice J2A there. Dan's gonna get a 3 cost setup. Cross up. And Oleada in a tough spot, but manages to get away from the 3 cost with the roll out. Here we go for pressure. Blocks, does not block Mangeki. Probably got caught trying to hit a button there. And then catching some air techs. Oleada bleeding HP. Down to just a little bit. Aya is a character that can do a lot in a very little, but... And this Aurora Sun Shower is definitely helping. Oh, what the fuck? 5 cost is too far away! Oleada thought they would get the wall bounce right there. But... the spacing was just a little bit off. It feels like they're like a pixel away from getting the wall bounce. But now this is tournament point for Danboru. Missile on the clock. Lots of wrong blocks. This is gonna crush. And reset. Dan hitting buttons. Gotta be careful, because this is where Aya really picks up steam. When you got 1 crushed orb, it can easily turn into 2. Good board escape there. But great jump in, from Oleada. Keeping the momentum. Didn't get the whiff punish there. That's gonna be a 4 cost setup. Dan hits the A button, but it trades in Oleada's favor. Punish here, small one. Dan has heavy fog, but this is not going to be an easy comeback to make. This will not quite kill. Reset, and the jump 8A. Oleada stays alive. The Aya pick coming out and doing the work. But Dan just needs 1 game, and Oleada keep it up. I feel like the more time you give Oleada to keep his Aya warmed up, the worse this is going to get. Gotta be careful how you play this. Nice little cross up. 6-6B, alright, we take those. Alright, nice board escape. Oh, but comes down on a 4A. Danboru has a lead here. Doesn't not get the cross up. Nice. And the 6E? Doesn't get the 6-6C though. Here comes Oleada. 6-6B. Yep, that's minus.
Dan's gonna try to take his turn. Oh, misses the 6B. That's unfortunate. Liliana is gonna... Oh, too far away! But no punish from Dan. It's a crush. Oh, resets. Yeah, plus frames on the wrong block. And Dan jumps away from that untight 236. Gives himself a good punish. And Oleada goes for the wake-up 660! Somehow comes out unscathed. But the Abare from Dan just hits the 4A button. And we are back to tournament point. Oleada starts the round off in control. As the knockdown puts up the 2B. Here we go. 660 plus frames for board escape. And Oleada getting really greedy on those spell setups, using 236 into spell instead of making sure it's tight. 660, okay. This is going to be guaranteed. Dan jumping out. Oh, wait. This is a battle here. Lots of wrong blocks. There's a crush. Oleada got one. Resetting immediately. Going for the 2-on-4. Gets punished. And Dan does not use the forecast just yet. He's holding on to it. I'm not sure if it kills here. Okay, it definitely kills. That's it! And Dan Boro is our Soku Saturday champion. He's done it. (3-1) in grand finals. I feel like if Oleada went the whole time as Yuyuko, we would have had a much closer set. But at 3-1 was just, I just didn't believe. I just think that the Yuyuko versus Kalantui matchup knowledge was just not there. And yeah, wow, we ended really fast. What was that, 2.5 hour Soku set? What is the world coming to? We usually have tournaments to go like 3.5 hours plus. Yeah, GG's. We take those. Alright. Well, that's it for Soku Saturday. Somehow we finished way ahead of what I expected. Like, damn, it's only 9. Well, I guess that's my opportunity to plug Frosty. Ayo, if you're willing to come over to Chicago, January, we're gonna have a huge offline Hisoutensoku tournament at Vortex Gallery. Registration is live, and I think early bird registration ends pretty soon. It might be tonight or tomorrow that it ends. So, yo, man, let's go. Get in there. Alright, let's get a host to end off our night. Alright, let's see who we got. Do we have a tournament? Ooh, let's see. When? Drive.
You know what? I found a tournament, random tournament. It's called November Knockout. We are watching it. I'm sending you to Guilty Gear Strive today. Alright, have a great rest of the day. And enjoy Soku. See you in Monday for the Monday Mixer. Soku Squad. Alright, see ya.